Hello everyone, xHedra here bringing you episode 11 of Breakout, a mod pack by acanthea. So today we're going to do the runes and the other generation flowers. We might even get to Terrasteel, although I'm not sure about that. So quickly, we're going to need feathers and we're going to need some milk. So I need to get myself a chicken, or more than one chicken, because those feathers are luck based, and yeah. We're going to see if Randy Random loves me today or if he hates me. So immediately I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to put those two baits. Oh, what do you mean there's no water in this area? What? Okay, so now it works, but here it doesn't. Oh, yeah. Let's not question it. And this one says there's no water in this area. Same thing. So what if I put it here? Yeah, now they're good. Okay, so let's go downstairs. I want to show you a couple of things. So first of all, I just wanted to quickly show my disgusting canola power setup. So I have this farmer, and I've put some cocoa beans in there so that nothing else will fill here. So once we get to 64 canola seed, they're going to start pulling in here, where we have the canola, which goes into this ender chest, and this ender chest, I put another one here. I could have connected, but this was messy, and I just wanted to use the ender chest. What I did is, right here on the extract, I set it to round robin. The reason for the round robin is that it will send one in here, then one in here. So these will always be producing canola oil. I had forgotten to set that, and because of that, as you can see, this one's really full. Then I have the two fermenting barrels that are pushing into an ender tank right here. Then this is the finalized crystallized oil ender tank, bringing it to potentially 5 oil generator. Right now I only have 2. I think it's good enough because if you look at the power right here, I'm gaining. I'm not gaining a lot, but I'm gaining. And if you can see, I replaced the floor here with some enhanced energy conduit. Let's go downstairs quickly. This mob farm, I'm going to try and do something without dying. Oh, don't kill me. Set it to active with signal, and then turn it off. Perfect. Okay, I don't need any of these mobs, and I'm about to run out of nutrient. But what I want to show you, first of all, I got up to 28 level, and I've got a tank with 20,000 XP, and I kind of been accruing stuff. Oh, what? Okay, so because I've shown you how I was going to get the feather by creating chickens upstairs, I don't mind using that, but this is just going to make things a little bit easier, so I'm not going to have to worry about this. Which means I'm going to grab my chicken, and I'm just going to set myself a little chicken farm setup. Well, chicken farm. I mean, you know what I mean. So, some janky little place where I can try and get feathers from chickens. So I'm going to need this. I want some crate. I love the crates. I don't have enough crates. I'm going to craft 4 more. So let's go. Oh, too many clicking. So 1, 2, 3, 4, perfect. And then chest, this recipe, 1, 2, 3, 4, perfect. And 4 small storage crate. I'm always needing storage crate, so that's not going to be a problem. I'm going to put the chicken down here. Where do I want to put this? Here? Okay. So glass, and glass. And now I can grab this and put it down here and put the hopper, and then I'm going to put a second layer of glass. I always put my chicken in glass because I like being able to see them, make sure everything's okay. Now let's go immediately upstairs and see if we got a chicken. And the reason we need a chicken, other than the feather, we needed 2 oh, where's my moo cow? Right here. Oh, beautiful big moo cow. So I don't want to keep the moo cow upstairs. I'm going to bring it downstairs right here. And since I'm here, do I have any barrels on me? Because I'm going to need 3 barrels of milk. I'm pretty sure you guys can guess what I'm going to be doing with 3 barrels of milk and an egg. We're going to need a cake. But I'm going to explain all of this. So now let's come here. I'm going to need 2 other buckets for the milk because I'm going to need all 3 buckets at the same time. I have some iron. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, no, sorry. 1, 2, 1. And I'm going to use... Wow, counting with Phil. That's not easy. Okay. So, let's continue with this. And we're good. Perfect. So now time for the list. I'm just going to put some of these things away. Potato and carrots can go in here. I don't need them. Here I can put the glass. And you know what? Let's put the chest. And in here I can put these things. Perfect. I'm going to keep the bucket because I need to be able to grab the milk. Now I can also put this over here and switch it. And I'm not going to need the ring of magnetization. And quickly I'm just going to check on my mana generation. Ooh, is this full? So in my time lapse, remember how I said that I wouldn't be able to fill it? Well, yes I can. So I'm going to just quickly make another one and put it right next to it because, like I said, you need so much mana in this playthrough that I better be creating some every time I can. And voila, perfect. So we're now accruing more mana over here and we can get to what we want to do today. So if I go to the quest, oh, one last thing. Right here. So this is my setup. I've put all of my setup here. Basically I have this chest, and in this chest I put everything that I want to crush. It pushes automatically to the sag mill. That brings it automatically up here. Then here I'm doing extraction on black, and on the auto heavy sieve I'm doing insertion on black, and I have a filter that says compressed dust, compressed sand, and compressed gravel only, and it's coming into here. And then I have this one set to extract on red with no filter and an extract speed upgrade because I want this to come out quickly. Now, one of the problem of this is that it usually grabs the first 1, 2, 3, then resets to 1, 2, 3, then resets. So one of the tricks to stop that is to put round robin again. So it's going to try every place before it comes back up. So you're always emptying the whole thing. In here, I've put insert on red with a filter and I say, give me all of this. And in here, up here, I said insert on red and do not permit all of this. So everything that gets sieved, like the diamonds and the coal, see, they end up here. Then here, I have another setup where in here, I insert on black and I only permit crushed netherrack and crushed endstone. So if I want to do netherrack and endstone, throw it in here, gets crushed, or brought here because netherrack and endstone need to be here. So these one I have set to crush netherrack and crush endstone. So whenever I want to make some of those, it's that easy. And then in here, I sieve stuff, and I kept the one with the sieve fortune because the resource that I sieve here are more rare than the one I do up here, so it's better to have it in there. And then everything end up in the end. Oh, sorry. Then these craft the iron chunks, and this furnace, this sag mill force grabs, push them in here, and then push them up here to cook, which are then grabbed and brought in this ender chest, and then there's an ender chest right here that's pushed into our drawer system. So really right now the whole sieving thing is fully, well, not fully automated because I still need to put some resource in here once in a while, but that way I can control a little bit. But when I want, I can just come here, grab a stack, come over here, throw it in here, and then if I look at this, it gets crushed and we're doing gravel now. And the beauty is that if I want to do dust, then I can grab the gravel and put it back down here and do it again. Okay, so back to Botania. In Botania, we need to craft the runic altar. It seems I shall need to make runes in order to advance further down this path, created by placing the required items on the runic altar and then providing it with mana from a mana spreader and mana pool. It sparks with power when the process is complete. Throwing on a piece of living rock and striking it with a wand of the forest finalizes the rune. Once created, runes can be used to create higher level runes, make more advanced flowers in the petal apothecary, or craft other magical apparatus. So it wants us to make a runic altar, and then it wants us to make rune of water, rune of fire, rune of earth, rune of air, and rune of mana. And it wants one of each only, but I'm going to need more than that. So let's look at the floor right here and put a list. So today we're going to need to craft 3 sets of 2 runes of fire for 6, 3 sets of 2 runes of earth for 6, 1 set of rune of water for 2, 1 set of rune of air for 2, 1 set of rune of mana for 2. Then from that we'll be able to make a rune of summer, a rune of winter, and a rune of gluttony. And for that we're going to need 8 iron ingots that we're going to transform into 8 manasteel, 2 ender pearl that we're going to transform into 2 mana pearls, 8 gunpowder where we're going to transform only 8 into manapowder, then 3 netherwart, 3 nether brick, 3 mushroom, 3 stone, 3 blocks of coal, 1 string, 1 wool carpet, 1 fishing rod, 3 dried sugar cane, 1 bone meal, 1 feather, 1 rice slime ball, and 1 egg, 3 bucket of milk with vitamin K. If you don't get the Simpson reference, research it. 3 wheats. And with all of that, we're going to be able to craft 1 Munchdev, 1 Gourmaryllis, and 4 Thermalily. Which I'll show the recipe for later, because later we're going to have the quest. So let's come here, and let's start with rune. So these are all the runes. Runes of water are made in the runic altar with Manapowder, Manasteel, Bonemeal, dried up sugarcane, fishing rod. Rune of fire with nether brick, gunpowder, netherwart. Rune of earth with stone, block of coal, mushroom. And rune of air with white carpet, feather, and string. So since I already have the feather, what did I do with the feather? Oh boy. Please, what did I do with the feather? Feather? Oh boy, this is a classic. Hopefully I put it in this bag. Let's search in this bag. Yes, okay, perfect. Just got worried for 1 second, as always, because I lose everything or I put things in the wrong place. So quickly, I'm going to go downstairs, see if I can milk my cow again. Whoa. Okay, that's a beautiful derriere, madame. Let's go back upstairs. Perfect. So we said 18 iron ingot that we're going to transform into mana. Then we said 2 ender pearl. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like so. Then we said, oh, in my list, I forgot the diamonds. So I'm going to need 2 mana diamond for 1 of the runes. So I'm going to grab 16 of this and 2 of this and go make 2 diamond. I know I have some diamonds in here, but I want to craft everything I need right now from the resources that I get. We need 11 gunpowder. Perfect. Then we need a 3 netherwart. Netherwart are in this or this here. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Then I need 3 nether brick. 1, 2, 3. Let's grab this and... oh, I already have this here. So 1, 2, 3. Let's put those to cook for a moment. Then we need 3 stone. 1, 2, 3. We need 3 blocks of coal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to bring here. Let's make as much as we need from this. And then we can grab the 3 blocks that we need. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Don't need the rest. I'm going to push the rest in here for now. We need 3 mushroom of any kind. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to grab these 3. Oh, that's 2 block of coal. I thought I need 3. Now that's 3. Perfect. 3 stone. Now I need the 1 string. That was complicated. We need some carpet. So, oh, wrong character set. Carpet, like so. Well, that's going to make 3, unfortunately, but we only need 1 set. We need 1 fishing rod. So, you know what? Let's just do it manually. I know the recipe, and I don't want to search it because I'm lazy. So, like this. We need 3 dried up sugar cane. 2 are going to be made into sugar for the cake. We're going to need 3 wheats for the cake. We still don't have the egg, and I hear a chicken. So yes, let's go and grab this chicken, and oh, time for you to go in your little chicken jail. That's not nice. Whatever, need the chicken, going to use the chicken to make eggs. So come in here and place it here, and what happens is that chicken, whenever it produces an egg or whatever else, it gets grabbed by the hopper and put in there, and that's a very, 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 very old Minecraft trick. So most of you guys should know about that by now, and if you don't, well, you just learned it today. Perfect. Then we need a bone meal, the feather that we have. We need a slime ball. I use the rice slime ball now because I finally remembered that I had some, and I'm trying to keep the green slime ball in case I need them. An egg, so I'm only missing the egg. So we can go and get started now. Okay, so, oh, we can't go and get started. We need to transform all of this, so let's do this. This, and this. Perfect. And we're no longer producing mana. So do I still have, you know what? Oh, I need those. I'm going to go and grab some wood. As much as I can to cook it, to produce more mana. Oh, I need a crate in here. But I do have crates. I just made some. That's why, like I've been grabbing crates left and right whenever I needed one. Whoa. I cannot find, oh, I saw them. I was going to say, cannot find anything today. So crate. And then push the wood in here. Perfect. Okay, so now I need to make the runic altar. And yes, I didn't think about the mana diamond or the mana pearl, but if I look in my bag, I think I had, like, yes, I had some from a previous quest. So I'm going to use a mana pearl because I feel that the mana pearl are less expensive. And it's like this. Ooh, no, that's not the same recipe. We're going to make some of these later because they're mana, they're a way to store mana, which are amazing. Okay, so this is done. We need a mana spreader right here. So the mana spreader, you need to put it right connected to a mana pool. So it's going to grab from this mana pool and push into here. So this mana pool is connected to this mana spreader, and this mana spreader is going to push in here. And now we're ready to get started. So first, we're going to get rid of the Rune of Water. The Rune of Water is made Manasteel, Manapowder. Oop, I didn't transform. 1, 2, 3. I need to keep 3. So I need to transform these 8s. So every rune that we're going to make for the moment are going to require Manasteel ingot. And I'm going to keep my wand in here, and I'm going to keep this in here. So they're going to need a Manasteel, a Manapowder, and then whatever other recipe. So in this case, it's this, and the dried sugarcane. So put the dried sugarcane, put the fishing rod, put the bone meal, the Manapowder, the Manasteel, and it's detected. Put a living rock on top, and then we just need to have this finished. And as you can see, the mana pool is slowly draining. Perfect. While it's cooking, we're going to prepare the next one, the Rune of Air. The Rune of Air is white carpet, feather, and string. So white carpet, feather, string, and feather. See, this one's done. Boom, we got it. And if we wanted to make another one, we could right-click with an empty end. We don't need another one of this one, which is kind of why I'm doing them in a certain order. Put this here, and now we're waiting for the next one. Now the Rune of Earth, that's the one we're going to make 3 craft of. So we need the 3 mushroom, the 3 stones, the 3 block of coals, and then, you know what? Where's my axe? If I have my axe close, I'm probably going to dig out that whole back right there. Oh, so that's done. The moment it's done, let's not waste time. So block of coal. See, that's one of the things that you have to be careful, and it's really annoying when it happens with the stone. So really, make sure that you're on the runic table. Stone, mushroom, Manapowder, Manasteel ingot, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to go see if I can find my axe somewhere. Yeah, it's right here. Perfect. So let's do a little bit of cleanup while this is cooking. I just need to remove these because, as you can see, I'm going to be using a lot of living rock, and for some of the other things that I want to craft, I'm going to need a lot of living rock. So put a living rock, hit like this, grab them, hit with an empty end, next cook is started. Perfect. Let's continue. So I'm going to continue hammering this, and one of the things you have to be careful is that sometimes when things fall on the runic table, they get absorbed by the runic table, which is not necessarily the one thing you want, and if you do that, then you lose the empty end recipe, so you have to be a bit careful about that. So put this on here, like this, empty end, perfect, and then let's finish this. By the time we finish this, we're going to be on the next recipe. So the next recipe is for Rune of Fire, Nether Brick, Gunpowder, Netherwart. That's why we needed to keep 3 gunpowder. Perfect. Another one done. Oh, I still need to put the living rock on it. I probably grabbed it by mistake. So this, oh, this. And voila, perfect. So this is going to complete. Then we're going to get into a bit more complicated runes. I also forgot to say that we needed water to make snow, but I'll show that as we go. Since it's not really like an element that I need, I didn't really treat it as part of the list. So let's come back here and search what do I need now. So basically, I completely forgot to put the element for the higher advanced runes. Perfect. So if I come here, I still need my egg. Let's go downstairs, see if I have an egg. Nope, still no egg. Well, that's going to be annoying. I might be stuck on the egg part. I'm going to be able to complete other stuff, but I'm going to be stuck on the egg part for a little bit. So let's come, I wanted some stone. Let's come back here, grab some stone. Let's finish this up. Living rock, finish. Let's make sure we have an empty end. Take it with an empty end, perfect. And with the stone, let's start the other, like I said, we're going to need way more. So let's start some more. It's kind of weird that they go over each other, but it doesn't prevent it from working, and we have space issues, so I'm not going to mind all that much. Perfect. Okay. So now that we all have all of this, when I talked about the runes, I also said that we needed to make a rune of summer. So if I come here and I search rune of summer right here, I need a watermelon, a slime ball, 2 sand, a rune of air, and a rune of earth. So rune of earth, rune of air, and those do not get consumed. When you make things in the runic altars with runes, they don't get consumed. So there's at least that. So 1 melon right here, 2 blocks of sand, and I already have the rice slime ball, which works. So we're going to go and finish the rune of summer. So this, 2, 1, and voila. And this is transforming slowly, so maybe I'm going to be able to grab that. The next one we're going to have to make is the rune of winter. The rune of winter is a bit more complicated. You need a rune of earth, a rune of water, 2 snow, a white wool, and a cake. How do you make snow? Click on it with snowball or with water and a pure daisies. So this is like really good. Like when I first got to this pack, I was like, how am I going to get snow? When I saw the snow, I was a bit confused, and then I searched in it, and it was, oh, it's that easy. There's no problem at all. So what I'm going to do is that we need snow. I'm going to make 2 spots right here, and that's the beauty. If I put water here and I had my pure daisy as a normal daisy, the water would flow and break it, but because of the way we've done it, and see, I just want you to look. I know I'm talking about 2 things at the same time, but when I hit this, I'm going to get those 2 runes back and the new runes. So now I have a rune of summer, and I have the 2 other runes back. Okay, so now I'm going to go and quickly grab 2 more buckets to get some water. Buckets. Buckets, where are you? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You always need so many buckets. So grab the water. Let's come back here. And with the 2 spots I left open, 1 here and 1 here. And you see the sparkles. This is transforming. We're also going to need our shovel because to pick up 4, because we're going to have to remake the block. So we're going to use a shovel to break the block in 4 pieces of snow each, and then we're going to put them back together. We also said that we needed 2 white wool. So was it 2 white wool or no, it's 1 white wool, I think. Let me go back. Rune of winter. It's 2 snow, 1 white wool. Now let's go see. Please give me my egg. If I don't have the egg, yes, things are working great. Perfect. So let's go upstairs. I'm using an alternate recipe for the cake. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to make it off. I'm going to put 1 egg and 3. Nope. I need to pulverize those. I almost made a mistake. So pulverize those into flour. So this is an alternate recipe. And because eggs, like I'm not sure when I'm going to need another cake or more eggs, I'm using this alternate recipe because an egg and 3 flour, when I turn it on, is going to make 2 cake base. And 2 cake base can be used, well, 1 cake base can be used with 3 buckets of milk and sugar. Well, let's go put this in here, but we know that I have the other bucket. It's just that I put it in my bag right here. Whew. I always get worried when I can't find something. I'm always like, did I lose something? And no milk? Maybe the other bag? No milk. What did I... Oh, right here. Oh, I gotta wash my eyes or something. Like, it's kind of painful to look at myself recording. Okay, and the cake. Perfect. So now we're ready to craft this. Be careful when you put the cake down because you can't pick it back up. And this is like really annoying if you screw it up. We need the white wool, and we have our snow. Oh, that we grab like this, transform back into blocks, and voila, block and block. And which runes were they? Water and earth. So water right here and earth right here. So let's go. Water, earth, et voila! Then we are going to get into the last one, which is the rune of gluttony, which is made with a rune of fire, a rune of winter, and 2 mana diamonds. And this one, I think, I'm not sure if it will consume them. I think the higher tier runes does get consumed, but I'm like 0% sure, 0.5% sure. Fire, winter. So fire, 2 mana diamond, and the winter is going to come from here. Perfect. So winter, fire, 2 mana diamond, and let's craft this one. Oh, I forgot one of the runes. The rune of mana. I need to make 2 runes of mana. So this and this, which is the rest that we needed. So let's wait for this to get finished, and let's look at the mana. Yeah, the mana is good. The mana is all good. This one's a bit slower. Like the higher tier the runes, the longer they take to be made. Let's go, please. So voila. So, and it returned them all. Perfect. So the rune of gluttony didn't get consumed. So now we can make the last 2 mana runes. 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And this one will be able to use an empty hand to make the next one. This is a bit slow. So I could go and start doing something over there, but I'm going to leave that, and then we're going to end up wasting more time than just waiting for it and getting it done. So now I'm going to use MTN, do one last craft, and that was a quest. So let's claim the quest while we're waiting. Where's the book? Right here. Perfect. So all of these runes are completed. Claim the experience, come back here, and now we're getting into flowers. Thermalily. Since my lava generator is pumping out the hot and ready, it might be a smart idea to convert some of it into mana. Since lava is a little volatile, converting my new Thermalilies to their floating forms should keep them out of the way of any accidents. My book says Thermalilies will consume lava even when their buffer is full. So in order to not waste large amount, I need to get the timing right. So it's telling you to create a floating Thermalily and a hovering hourglass. Let me come back here. I'm going to read the next quest because we're going to make these 3 flowers together. Snack time. 1C, I no longer need to process the leaves from my 3 farm into water, which is why we stopped the water setup. Perhaps I might consider feeding them to a Munchdev. They don't make a lot of mana, but every little bit helps, especially when you can recycle old automation. Because there is a cooldown period when the flower runs out of leaves to eat, it will run faster if given multiple leaves as quickly as possible. So it wants us to make a Munchdev, and it's going to give us a block placer, because that's how you're going to place the leaf down. Acanthea helping us again. And we're going to need an overgrowth seed later out in the game for an end game stuff. So it's giving us one here to save having to create it. Then the last flower and power generation quest is snack size, Gourmaryllis. Well, if I eat food, perhaps flowers do too. A Gourmaryllis will make mana from food, but it's picky like my ex and doesn't like eating the same things twice in a row. So basically the Gourmaryllis, if you give it twice the same thing, then you have a problem because it doesn't generate mana from the second thing. So you really need to set it up as you give it 2 different food. And it doesn't, it's nice if it's 2 good food items, because the better the food item, the better the mana, but it doesn't have to. What you can do is have like an apple or a fish and then a better food item and just alternate between the 2. So let's grab one of my bucket, and I'm out of water here. Let's just go and do a little switcheroo, like so, and push that back. Make sure that it's set to accept water. They have to be in the right set with these pipes. And let's bring the water, over there. And let's start making some flour. So the first flour we want to do is the Munchdew. The Munchdew is a rune of gluttony, and this one's going to be consumed. So we're only going to be making 1 of these. Then we need 2 lime, 2 red, 1 green. Let's grab the right bag. 2 lime, 2 red, 1 green. Perfect. Then we need the seeds, like so. And we need the bucket for the water right here. So water, rune of gluttony, 2 green, 2 lime, 1 green, 2 red, and voila, we've got a Munchdew. Let's make the next one right now. So oh, I didn't show you the Munchdew because I know the recipe, like I've written them down for the list. Then we need the Gourmaryllis. The Gourmaryllis is summer, fire, 2 yellow, 2 light gray, a red. So summer, fire, summer fire, yes, 2 light gray, 2 light gray, 2 yellow, and a red. 2 yellow and a red, like so. Perfect. Grab some water and repeat the process. Chuck everything in there. And voila! We now have a Gourmaryllis. And now for the Thermalily, and the Thermalily, that's why I want to make 4. So that's why I made more of these earth and fire. So Thermalily requires that you make mystical orange petal and red petal, and and earth and fire. So fire, earth, orange, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 red. That's why we made more in the beginning. I didn't know how many or how little I was going to make. So rune, 2 of those, 1 of these, and voila. Then we can do the good old trick of the empty end. Oh, empty end, voila. Oh, I should have placed this better. Empty end, and voila. And let's grab the 4th one. Empty end, and voila. So that's kind of why I wanted like that in my other playthrough. That's what I discovered, and I ended up going to the using my lava for those flowers. So that's why I needed the canola power as fast as possible. Oh, well, we're not done yet. Sorry. We still need to complete the quest because 2 of them are completed. Like this one's completed. You get an animated torch, which I have no idea why. Like I feel like it's a troll item. We have the Munchdew, perfect. And for the Thermalily, we need to convert it. And you know what? I'm going to convert all 6 flowers. I don't want to take the risk of breaking any of those. So I'm going to need to craft, I'm going to need 6 flour. I'm going to use 3 blue and 3 yellow. Perfect. And I'm going to check this away. I'm going to need 12. You know what? Let's just grab a stack. I don't want to start counting. And do this, and then do this. Perfect. I didn't want to count, so let's do this. Now I'm going to need some grass. I know I'm out of grass. This should be here. Yeah, let's go upstairs. Let's just grab a little bit of grass. That should easily give me 6 grass. Perfect. Even gave me some flour. You know what? Take some, lose some. I'm happy with these flowers. And that was 8. We need only 6. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? Just in case I need them later. It's not like I have a use for them the grass right now. So let's throw this in here. And the overgrowth seed I'm going to put in this bag because that's the Botania stuff, and I want to keep it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now, if we come here, 6 and 6, like so, and 3 glimmering, and 3 glimmering, and now we can use 3 like this one, and this one, and then this one. So now they're all the safe form that can never be destroyed by lava. We now need a hovering glass. So I'm going to need 4 hovering glass. So let's grab a glass. I'm just going to show you the recipe, hovering glass. The reason for the 4 hovering glass is that I need 1 per Thermalily. Because like I said, the Thermalily use lava, and the lava, if you can dump as much lava as you want, and the flower will just absorb it, but it won't do anything with it. So you're essentially burning lava for free, which is not a good idea. Oh, I also forgot to transform the mana glass, so let's go back here. I need the glass into mana glass, like so. And now I should be able to make these 4... 5. I want 5. I have a good reason, because my setup downstairs that I want to show you, which is not a perfect setup, but it doesn't matter. I'm happy with it, and that's what I wanted to do for the... Like, this is something where I want to ask you guys for some help, okay? I'm going to finish these 5 hourglass. Can I not craft more than this? What am I missing? Redstone. Really? So what I do is I always bring 1 stack in here for the next time. Like, that's how I pre-prepare. Perfect. So 5 hourglass. I'm going to grab 1 hourglass, and I'm going to grab 5 sand. You know what? Sand, 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 and sand. The reason I grab more sand is that I'm going to go upstairs, continue making soul sand, because I also want soul sand. So 5 sand, 1 soul sand. Now I'm going to show you something. So the way this works, I made it a small setup here for the transformation of the oil. Oh, I can get rid finally of my crystallized oil. I just needed to wait for it to get empty enough. Perfect. So let's get rid of my crystallized oil. And let's go get some seed first, just to make sure. Do I have some spare seed? Oh, yes. Yes, I do. Perfect. So you see now the farmer is really working well. I need to go and transform those seeds, and then I'm going to show you the setup that I'm making. And I'm going to explain to you that why it's not fully automated, and maybe you guys have an idea of how to take care of this. Perfect. So if I come down here, I'm going to show you the setup that I have. So this is a fluid placer that when it receives a tick, it will push canola oil. So I have here all these redstone conduit that when I press this button, it sends a signal everywhere at once. I have this repeater that's delayed 1 tick, this one delayed 2 tick, and this one delayed 4 tick. So this one pushes some of the liquid, this one throws in a crystallized canola seed, and this one pushes in, grabs the final product. I want to show you something. I'm going to waste a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck 2 in here, okay? So there's already pre-chuck, and now I have 16 here. And I'm going to press this button, and I don't know if we have a good way of seeing it. This is not well set up. So look carefully here. Look in here. You'll see the liquid appear, transform, and gets grabbed. And that's the extra seed that I put, but where are the other 4 seeds? The other 2 seeds that I dropped? If you have 7 seeds in here, they all get burned at the same time. But the problem is, now if you see I have 16 buckets here, and I have 8 buckets here, and then here. Now I'm going to come here, break this, put an hourglass, because I don't want to be here pressing the button, and I'm going to put 5 sand. 5 sand is 5 tick, and the biggest one is 4 tick there. So it goes, and it activates, and goes boom, 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 grab, and then continues, and then boom, 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 grab, and it's going to continue like that until this is full, and this is full, and when this is full, it won't be able to grab the next one, so it's going to continue not being able to place, will be able to drop a seed, not being able to grab. So I would end up wasting all of my seed in here, which is like, I need a way of knowing when to stop this. I need to stop it when this stays full of liquid, or when this reached like a full tank or something like that. So I don't know if you guys know of a way of knowing the content of a tank and being able to set a side tank and say, when the tank is full, stop the hourglass. If not, have the hourglass continue. Like, that would be amazing, because that's the only reason I cannot leave this completely on. So usually I don't like pressing the button. When I turn this on, I play with my farm, my mob farm here. I do a couple of things and then I come back and I turn it off. Or that's why I had the button where I would go, I know that I have enough to do 16 shot, and would do button, 16, button, 16, button, 16, and just like wait like that. So see, now I'm at the stop. I'm going to grab the sand out of it. I can't continue, because now if I continue, it won't be able to grab it. So I still have 8 and 11, and this, like, I'm good. And I'm good on power. So I think I will have no problem going to 5 generator if I need to. So coming back here, I also want a lever. So let me grab a lever like so. And let's go and do a setup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my, not the Gourmaryllis, my floating Munchdew right, oh, not here, sorry. Grab it, my floating Munchdew right here, and then I'm going to put the block placer right here, like so. Going to put a lever on it, like so. And let's go grab some leaves upstairs. So right here, going to grab 9 stack of leaves if I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. Let's go back downstairs, and I'm going to show you this one. Oh, before I do that, I'm going to craft something else. So this produces so fast, when it's full, it stops. So what I need is another mana spreader, because this mana spreader is kind of under an heavy load with the Thermalily. This is not full, perfect, so it's not a... Is this not emptying? Oh, it was. So this is the problem. When you put things too close like that, they kind of interfere with each other. So that's annoying, but what can I do? I don't really have a lot of space. Maybe at some point I'm going to need to set things up somewhere else. So let's craft 3 more. No, just 2. So mana spreader, like so. I'm going to make 2 of these, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one on top right here, and I'm going to make sure that this Munchdew is linked to this mana spreader, and then I'm going to make sure that this mana spreader is throwing in here. Well, this mana spreader. What? Why is it pointing upstairs? Finally! Whoa, that was weird. So this is full, and I'm not sure why, but okay, it's emptied now. So I'm going to start this setup, and you're going to see it go. So let's start it. Look at how fast it's eating this. And then the Munchdew is filling up, the mana spreader is full, and the Munchdew is filling up, and once the Munchdew is completely filled, this is going to stop being eaten, and voila. So now we just need to wait for this mana spreader to empty. You know what? I never put it up here like so. Ah, come on. Will it give... This is so weird. I've never had so many problems. I'm not used to being stuck with so little space, and the reason why I'm having problem compared to my other playthrough is that in my other playthrough, I put all of this stuff downstairs. Now, I should have done that. The reason I kept it in this here room is that I wanted to be able to say that I was using the room that it was meant for, but in one of my time lapse... What is wrong with you? Munchdew connected to this one connected here. I don't know. I'm going to have to look at that at a later time because I don't know what's happening. Why is it not filling anything? Is there something in the... Let me do one last test. I'm about to give up on this one. I really don't understand it. So let's break this. Let's put this here. Let's put this mana pool on top. And now let's try and point this mana spreader to this. And is it working now? No, it's not. I don't understand what's going on. You don't want to do it to this because you're not emptying, and you don't want to do it to this. I'm at a loss. I'm going to look into this outside of the episode, and if I figure it out, I'll tell you in the other episode. I wanted to show you the other flower, but now I feel like this is just going to be a problem. Let's try something stupid. Let's put this here. Let's put my other mana spreader right here. Let's connect this Gourmaryllis with this and this to this pool. And now let's show you the Gourmaryllis. This cooked apple is very good for you. You chew one, it eats it. And once it's done eating it, it makes mana, which goes into this mana spreader, and this one empties. So, no clue what happened here. But now, if I throw it another one, see, do you hear? It's eating super slowly, and it made half of the mana. So what you want to do is, you know these poison fish that we've not been doing anything with? Well, you can alternate. You can come here, and you can go one of these, and then look at the mana. Full. One of these, one of these. So basically, that's how you want to set it up. You want to put a dropper like this, but not a block placer, a dropper. And I'm not sure if the dropper lets you do round robin. Let's come here. These, like, I know that these dispenser did do round robin. So I wonder if I can use a dispenser in round robin mode. You know what? Let's just... No, I don't want to waste time on that. This is something we're going to do outside, like in the time-lapse, redo the setup. And like I said, probably in the time-lapse, what I'm going to do is bring all of this downstairs, which means that I need to show you one last thing. Wait. I'm sorry. Wait. I used the one last thing too fast because what I want to show you is, you know what? I want to see if we can get to the... Oh, we forgot to claim that. And that is the fluid placer. So I also want to set up this. I'm going to set it up. Basically what you want is push lava on the fluid placer and have the fluid placer put some next to the Thermalily. The Thermalily will grab it, but this produces so much power that each needs a mana spreader. So I have a lot of crafting to do. And then you're going to need the hourglass to make sure that this doesn't fill. And the reason I use the soul sand is I'm going to show you right now. If I go like this, okay, and I take 5 cents in this one and 1 soul sand in this one, look at it. This is ticks time. The soul sand is minute time. So basically, the Thermalily needs 6 minutes to be able to reset. So you need to put 6 soul sand so that it eats lava only once every 6 minutes. Okay? So that's what I'm going to set it up. And I'm going to, after the time lapse, show you the whole setup, how I did it. And I'm going to explain it, and I'm going to resort thing. So before we go into the time lapse, I want to do one more last 3 things-ish. I want to make the terrestrial agglomeration plate because I want to finish the Botania quest line. I'm not going to finish the quest line, but I want to finish the pick in 2 episodes, if possible. So we need terrestrial agglomeration plate. The guidebooks provide information on how to set this up. I hope this fabled metal is worth all this effort. So we're going to need 4, 5, 6, 7 block of lapis lazuli, and we're going to need 1 of each rune. So a rune of mana, a rune of air, a rune of water, a rune of fire, and a rune of earth. We're going to lose all of those. I'm going to take this also. And we're going to need living rock. And we're going to need Manasteel. That's 4. I need 9. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, well, I already have an iron ingot on me. I don't know why, but apparently I already have one. Let's transform. Oh, I wanted to transform them all, but I don't even have enough mana in that pool for it. Perfect. So with these 9 Manasteel, I'm going to make a block, and let's go here and search for runic, not runic altar, for agglomeration plate. So this right here, it's crafted with one of each rune, a block of Manasteel, and the lapis lazuli block, like so. And now that completes the quest. We're going to break these, and I'm going to show you a really janky setup that I have for this space. So the way you set it down, if you look at the Botania books, it explains it all, but I'm just going to set it up here and you'll have the visual instead of showing you the book. This is one of those things that you do it once and you technically should know it forever because it's not complicated. Here's how you have to think about it. The agglomeration plate does not go on lapis lazuli. So the agglomeration plate goes in the middle. You need the living rock in these 5 spots. And then you need the lapis lazuli block right here. And then you need the agglomeration plate right here. So now these mana spreader, they don't transfer fast enough. So that's why if you go to the quest book, they give you sparks. So the way sparks work is I go here and I put a spark on this mana pool by right clicking, and I put a spark here. And now if I take this and I click this, I see visually that they're connected. So now I did need that, I did need that iron block. So let's go here and transform that iron block. And let's see if we have everything that we need to make the next quest. Terrasteel. Terrasteel, surely this magical metal will help me break out of this hell ball. Your ingot will be consumed, but you will be rewarded by a new pick of choice. So Terrasteel ingot is made on the agglomeration plate with 1 Manasteel, 1 mana pearl, and 1 mana diamond, which I have here. Remember, there's a quest that gave 1 of each. So you go and you right click, and right click. Don't be too close. And now it starts transforming and it starts emptying this mana pool alarmingly fast. And it's done. And we have a Manasteel, which we can go into the quest, detect and submit, and claim our last pick of choice, which is useless because we do not need a pick of choice anymore. So technically this pick of choice could give us infinite iron pickaxe, but honestly, no one really care. Okay, so the one last thing, because if you remember, I said 2, 3, maybe 4, 5, 7, 6, 8, 9, 10. I'm just going to throw numbers. No, seriously, I want to show you how I'm going to move my mana. So with 8 living rock and a mana pearl, you can make a mana tablet, because I'm going to want to bring the setup downstairs. So what you can do is throw it in this mana pool like so. And if you right click on the mana pool, you see how it says from tablet to mana pool? If you shift right click, it says from mana pool to tablet. And look at these little effects. So this means that the power is leaving the mana pool into the tablet, and you can fill half a pool in 1 tablet. So this is the way you transport mana from a place to another. It's also a way to have mana on yourself. If I didn't have this ring here that keeps the band of mana, that's another way that I could provide mana to tools that I have in my tool belt. So now the mana pool is no longer emptying, which means that the tablet is full. And basically you have to see it this way. A mana tablet is it's still not working. I don't understand this. No, the lever is on. Ah. So basically the lever was turning it off? Yes, it's now completely emptying, so I cannot put the mana spreader here. I'm gonna have to put the mana spreader somewhere else. And anyway, I'm done with the setup. So let's talk about the time lapse quickly. In the time lapse, I'm gonna come down here. I'm going to break all of these netherrack, being careful, because I'm going to get to a point where there's lava under it. I'm going to lose this block, am I? Nope. Perfect. Where there's lava, I'm going to grab all of the lava that's under here, and I'm going to, the bottom layer I'm going to lose, I don't care. And what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to fill all of this with dirt, and I'm going to make grass so that I can do my Botania setup. And this that I put there just to be able to hide from the Enderman, I'm going to break. So that's what I want to do in my time lapse. In my time lapse, I want to empty this. I want to move the energy laser relay somewhere else. If I can fit them in the room of the actually addition, I'm probably going to bring them there because I want it out of the way. Like, I want some space. Maybe I can fill down this place. I don't need these mob spawner either. I'm going to break these mob spawner. I'm just going to clean downstairs to have a little bit more space because now that the 4 roads are completed, I still need to do this, but now that the crossroads are completed, we need to get into the Scent of Freedom. So what I'd like to do in the next episode is start doing some quests here. And basically, I want to unlock the Scent of Freedom. So we're going to make an Enderium block, a Terrasteel block, maybe. That's going to be our limiter. We're going to make a Vibrant Alloy block, and we're going to make an Empowered Emeraldic block. And with these 4 blocks, we're going to look at the Scent of Freedom quest and finally be able to read it. As you can see, you need these 4 quests to be able to open it. Oh, I also need the Sweet Condense. Yes. Okay, so sorry. Next episode, we're going to make these 4 blocks, maybe the Terrasteel, and we're going to get started in Applied Energistic because that's what we need to do. So guys, time to go in my time lapse where, like I said, I'm going to be cleaning up down here and start to set this place up to be usable for Botania because I need a better setup, and with the lava and the Thermalily, it's just going to be so much easier if I take care of all of this. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now!